Do not dismiss the feeling in your chest right now. That tightness, that sudden intake of breath. It is not anxiety. It is your spirit recognizing a truth it has been waiting 20 years to hear. You were led to this exact message, at this exact time, for a reason that will become terrifyingly clear in the next few hours. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment. The algorithm did not bring you here. A legion of angels pushed this onto your screen because a great and terrible injustice that has defined the secret sorrows of your life is about to be brought into the light. A shocking family secret, buried 2 decades ago, has been silently eating away at your legacy, your peace, and your prosperity. And its architect, someone who smiles in your face, is about to be exposed by a power far greater than their deception. You've always felt it, haven't you? That sense that you are running a race with invisible weights tied to your ankles. You see others move forward, people with half your talent, half your heart, and they seem to glide through life. But for you, every step has been a struggle. You have felt like an outsider in your own story, a spectator to your own life, especially when surrounded by family. That feeling is not a weakness, my child. It is your soul screaming the truth. It is the deep, cellular memory of a theft that occurred when you were younger, more trusting. A moment when a door was closed on your destiny by a hand you thought was there to help you. Think back. 20 years is a long time, but the wound is still there, isn't it? A faint scar. A memory of a conversation, a shared dream, a business idea, a creative project that was dismissed, laughed at, or mysteriously vanished. You were told it was a silly dream, that it wouldn't work. But the person who told you that went on to build their life on the very foundation of that dream. Your dream. I see you in the quiet hours of the night. When everyone else is asleep and the house is still. You lie awake and the what-ifs start to play in your mind like a movie. What if I had moved to that other city? What if I had started that business? What if I had trusted my own voice? I am here to tell you, the path you see in your mind, the life you feel you should have had, is real. It was your intended path. It was stolen, and the quiet ache in your soul is the ghost of that stolen future. But the time for ghosts is over. The time for justice is now. The person who did this relative who wears the mask of family, believes their secret is safe. They believe that 20 years of dust has covered their tracks. But they have made a fatal miscalculation. They have forgotten that God does not operate on a human calendar. For him, 20 years is but a breath. And a great wind is about to blow all that dust away. Before the sun rises tomorrow, a chain of events will begin. It will start with something small. A misplaced object. A name you haven't heard in years being spoken by a stranger. A song on the radio that is tied to that specific time in your life. Do not dismiss these signs. They are the first tremors of the earthquake that is about to shatter the foundations of a 20-year-old lie. The person who wronged you has grown comfortable. They have grown arrogant in their success, a success built on your tears and your diverted destiny. They have a celebration coming up, a milestone, an anniversary. They are planning to stand in front of others and speak of their hard work, their cleverness, their blessings. But the universe is about to interrupt their speech. This is not a prophecy for next week or next month. The spiritual window for your reclamation is open right now, and it is closing fast. Your attention, your focus at this very moment, is the key that turns the lock. The doubters, the scrollers, the people who see this message and feel nothing will move on. But you are still here. You are still listening because your spirit knows. Your soul recognizes my voice. You are one of the chosen for this reversal. The pain you have carried was not a punishment. It was a preparation. It has forged a strength in you that you do not even realize you possess. It is the strength you will need to receive the blessing that is coming, a blessing so large it will erase the struggle of the last 20 years in an instant. There is someone in your family circle. When you think of them, your stomach tightens just a little. Not out of hatred, but out of a confusing mix of duty and deep, unexplainable disappointment. They present themselves as wise, as a pillar of the family. But their eyes never truly smile when they look at you. They give you advice that always seems to lead you down a harder path. They compliment you in a way that feels like a subtle insult. This person is the keeper of the secret. 20 years ago, they saw your light. They saw the divine spark in you, a plan, an idea, a creation that you shared with them in confidence. And in a moment of profound jealousy and weakness, they took it. They either claimed it as their own, or they actively sabotaged it, whispering words of doubt to you and to others, ensuring that your seed of genius never found fertile ground to grow. They buried your destiny in the backyard of their own ambition. And for 20 years, you have been living in the shadow of their success, never understanding why you feel a strange sense of ownership over it. Why their victories feel like your losses. That is the truth of the spiritual realm, my child. Your spirit knows what was taken. It has been trying to tell you for 2 decades through dreams you can't quite remember, through moments of sudden sadness you can't explain, through that persistent feeling that something vital is missing from your life. What is missing is the fruit from your own tree. You have been starving while someone else feasts in your orchard. They built their house with your bricks. They warmed themselves by a fire that was meant to be your own. This injustice has created a spiritual blockage in your life. It has affected your finances, yes, but it goes so much deeper. It has affected your relationships, your health, your ability to trust yourself and to trust others. It has been a silent poison. But today, the antidote has arrived. The exposure of this person will not happen in the way you might think. There will be no dramatic, shouting confrontation. It will be quiet, elegant, and final. A forgotten document is about to surface. An old letter, a journal entry, a saved email in a dusty computer file. Or, a person from the past, a witness to the original conversation who has been silent for 20 years, is about to feel a divine nudge to speak up. They will feel an overwhelming compulsion to reach out to you. The lie has grown too heavy for the universe to carry any longer. The timeline for this is absolute. Between now and the end of this day, you will receive a communication that makes no sense. A text from a wrong number. An email meant for someone else. A phone call where the person on the other end is confused. Do not ignore this. This is the mechanism of divine intervention. The wires of the enemy's plans are being crossed. Their carefully constructed world is beginning to short-circuit. They will expose themselves through their own carelessness, a carelessness forced upon them by the spiritual pressure that you, by listening to this message, are now applying. I want you to perform a small, simple act. It is an act of faith that will signal to the heavens that you are ready to receive your justice. Find an object in your home that you have owned for more than 20 years. It could be a book, a piece of jewelry, a photograph, even a simple stone. It does not matter what it is, only that it has been with you through this long winter. Hold it in your left hand. Your left hand is your receiving hand. Close your eyes and feel the weight of it. Feel the weight of the years. Now, with your right index finger, I want you to trace a circle over the object. As you trace, I want you to whisper these words, and they must be these exact words: the cycle is broken. The debt is revealed. My light returns to me. Say it 3 times. By doing this, you are closing a 20-year loop of sorrow and opening a new loop of restoration. You are serving a spiritual eviction notice to the thief who has been living in your destiny. The reversal is already in motion. The confession is already on their lips. They just don't know it yet. You are not a victim in this story anymore. Today, you become the victor. The evidence is about to find its way into your hands. The truth is about to find its way out of their mouth. And the legacy they stole is about to be returned to you, with interest. The world is about to see the truth of who you were always meant to be. Wait. Stop. Do not do the ritual yet. What I was about to tell you is the truth, but it is not the complete truth. A new layer is being shown to me, a more urgent reality for those of you, specifically you, who have remained, who have not clicked away. The plan I described was the gentle path. But the enemy has sensed the shift. They feel you listening. Their fear is making them reckless. The gentle path is now closed. We must move to the path of immediate action. There is something else. A more critical detail that has been hidden until this exact second. Look at the palm of your right hand. Right now. Just look at it. See the lines there? They tell the story of your struggle, yes. They are a map of the battles you have fought in silence. But look closer. Those lines were also formed to hold a specific key. A key that was taken from you. Not just a dream, not just an idea. A physical object. There was a document, a drawing, a tangible piece of paper that held the blueprint of your future. You have been told it was lost, thrown away, destroyed in a move 20 years ago. This is the core of the lie. It was not destroyed. It was hidden. And here is the secret that only you who are still watching are meant to hear: it is hidden in your own home. The person who wronged you was clever. They knew that the safest place to hide something is in plain sight. They placed it among your own belongings, somewhere you would never think to look. In a box of old school papers, inside the cover of a book you never read, tucked away with items from a childhood you were taught to forget. They hid your destiny inside your own history. This changes everything. The timeline has collapsed. The antagonist, the family member, is feeling an intense, paranoid urge to help you. They are going to suggest a visit. They will offer to help you clean out the attic, the garage, the basement. They will call it spring cleaning or decluttering. This is a lie. They are coming to retrieve and permanently destroy the evidence they hid years ago. They feel the walls closing in and they are coming to finish the job. They plan to make this suggestion within the next 48 hours. You do not have 48 hours. You have until you fall asleep tonight. Your mission is no longer to wait for a sign. Your mission is to find the key before they have a chance to look for it. The ritual I described is still necessary, but its purpose has changed. When you hold that object and speak the words, the cycle is broken. The debt is revealed. My light returns to me. You are not just sending a signal. You are activating a divine homing beacon. After you speak the words, you will be overcome with a sudden, illogical urge to look in a specific place. It will be a place that makes no sense. A dusty box you haven't opened in years. A storage container you've been meaning to get rid of. Follow that urge. Do not question it. That is the Holy Spirit guiding your hand directly to the proof that will unlock your entire future. The game has changed. You are no longer waiting for the thief to make a mistake. You are about to walk into the vault and take back your own fortune. For those of you who have heard this deeper truth, you have been armed with knowledge the enemy does not know you possess. This is your divine advantage. When you find this document, this proof, do not confront them. Not yet. The power is in holding the truth in secret. The restoration will be 1,000 times greater if you wait for the divine moment of revelation. Now, the signs I spoke of will be your confirmation. You will see the number 20, or a sequence like 2020. This is the universe confirming the 20-year injustice. You will hear a name, a specific name associated with this family member, spoken by a stranger on the television or radio. This is your sign that their spiritual shield has been broken. Your next act is to anchor this new reality. This is not just about watching a video, this is about participating in your own rescue. In the comments below, I want you to type, "I have found the key." Do not type it for me. Do not type it for others. Type it as a declaration of war against the powers of darkness that have held you down. Type it as a statement of fact to the angelic hosts who are now surrounding you, waiting for your command to act. I have found the key. By typing these words, you are aligning your will with God's will. You are closing the door on the past and stepping through the gate to your future. The scrollers and doubters will see these words and think they are just comments. But you and I know, they are weapons. They are the sound of chains breaking. The grand restoration will be swift and absolute. Once you have the proof in your hands, the antagonist will reveal themselves fully. They will make their call. They will suggest their visit. And you will be ready. The climax of this 20-year story will not be loud. It will be a moment of stunning, quiet power. You will know exactly what to do and what to say. The words will be given to you. Their carefully constructed world will crumble, not with a bang, but with a silent, shattering realization that you know. Everything will change in that moment. The respect they stole will be returned. The opportunities they diverted will come flooding back to you, from new and unexpected sources. The financial blessings attached to your name, which they have been illegally enjoying, will be rerouted back to their rightful owner, you. This is not a fantasy. This is happening right now. Just last week, a man in Houston, Texas, who had been watching these messages, felt this exact truth resonate in his soul. His older brother had built a massive real estate empire from an idea they had both developed in their youth, an idea the brother claimed was his alone. He felt the nudge to look in a box of his late father's belongings. Tucked inside an old copy of a book on city planning, he found their original, hand-drawn proposal, dated and signed by both of them, with a handwritten note from their father on the back saying how proud he was of their joint venture. 2 days later, his brother called, panicked about a new audit, and confessed everything, begging for help. His restoration began in that moment. Do you see? It is your turn now. This message has found you for a reason. There are 2 other people in your life who have had their own legacies stolen by smiling faces. Their names are coming to your mind right now. Your spirit knows their spirit. Do not keep this liberation to yourself. When this video is over, send it to them. You are not just sharing a video, you are handing them a key to their own prison. You are starting a revolution of truth. Now, listen carefully. Re-watch this message from the very beginning. There was a word or a phrase I used in the first 2 minutes that your conscious mind missed, but your spirit heard. The second time you hear it, it will unlock a profound understanding and peace within you. It was a seed planted only for the chosen. Go back and find it. Your victory is not coming. It is already here. You just need to walk into it. If you believe this, if you accept this prophecy and your role in it, if you are ready to end the 20-year winter and step into your promised spring, seal it now with the world's most powerful word of agreement. Affirm your victory. Type Amen.